that so well. She been
Not that old
practicing.
fake yay.
That's a good yay.
Y'all
I was
hear that?
sincere.
That was sincere?
That was sincere.
My
yay.
gosh.
I said it with passion. Yay. Yeah, see,
That sounds
it
like your
comes
wife is
from
asking you,
yay.
what are we making for dinner tonight? And she says meatloaf, and you say, yay.
Well, if I like meatloaf, yeah.
No, it didn't sound
If
like
I
you
were
like
married, but that's
You ever had meatloaf with just ketchup?
yeah. I don't like it.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't like the ketchup
you gotta
on
put some
top.
barbecue sauce
yeah,
on
barbecue.
there.
Thank you.
And then honey
Yes.
mustard
See,
sauce.
you know something. You like honey mustard?
do I look like? Listen, I am starting a campaign. If you guys, when you exit out of the studio to the right, if you can sign the petition that says "Make Dr. Biz Black Again 2020," I would be forever grateful.
That is hilarious.
Your clingety is gonna be
Okay.
clingety. So yeah.
Take them off.
Do you have to touch her?
Yeah, of course.
We,
I
Dr.
touched
Biz.
her clingety.
How are you?
So
how
she
are you
know.
doing?
I am absolutely phenomenal.
So mentally, everything is well.
Yes.
Emotionally, everything is well.
Absolutely.
Financially, everything is great.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want a light-skinned man with an 800 credit score that wears 3 watches and lives in a gated community?
So Kelly,
Yes,
how are you?
I'm great.
Welcome, Kelly.
You look
Thank
great.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, she got all your, bling on and stuff. Your
Yeah, she looks
sequins
phenomenal.
and
Went out
stuff.
walking this morning. Got my little
You
workout
did?
on.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I went to the McDowell Nature Preserve today. I didn't even know that existed
Oh.
over by Lake Wiley, and so I love being by water.
Really?
So it was really, really.
Do you like
nice.
jet skiing?
I do. I like jet skiing. I love being in the water. I could be in the water for hours as long as there's not a lot of fish,
Yes.
not a lot of seaweed.
But that's
and
where they
stuff.
live.
No.
Yeah,
No.
someplace
That's
That's
they-
right.
That's
Swim
their
away.
habitat.
Oh, that's fine.
How you
Have
gonna
you ever
kick them
done
out of their home?
Have you ever done the pedicure with the little fish where they come and eat your feet?
No, that's okay.
Ooh.
That's like koi.
Quite all right.
I did it
tried
in
that?
Mexico.
Okay.
Ooh.
And
It was very ticklish. It was so
Oh,
hard
no.
to contain. It was like 100, 200 fish in there. It's a tiny little thing, and you feel them, and it's
Nada.
just it's like somebody has a feather in your feet in the water, and it's just too much.
so they're not taking off the dead skin or nothing.
They are taking off the dead skin. They coming up to your feet, and they're attacking your feet. Yes.
Attack is not tickle. I don't know how we get tickle from attack.
So
That's
initially,
two different things.
they're rushing to your feet, and you
Okay.
kind of open up your toes like a little fan or something, and they go everywhere, and they eat everything, the top, the bottom, every crevice. They don't miss a beat.
Really?
Yes, it's amazing.
That's piranha. But that's piranha. They eat everything. You take your
Right.
feet out and you got nothing but bone and
They
blood
eat everything.
everywhere.
You don't have no bone.
Okay. Except for the bone.
I couldn't do that.
So you had that done?
I did. I loved it.
How did your feet turn out afterwards?
They were so soft. They were so soft, and you can tell they're done eating the dead skin because they'll migrate to another part of your foot.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yes. Yes.
So when your feet are at a certain level,
Of callousness.
you need to
Go to
ahead and-
Mexico. Go to Cancun.
and have it done
Done.
the right way. 'Cause
I think I'll pat. I'll go to Cancun, but I'll pat.
It's in Atlanta. You can get it done in Atlanta. She said no.
I think it'll be fun. We
Right
should
there,
we should
spread your toes like fish fins.
Yeah, we like to do an outing.
No.
What? It's
You gonna pay for it?
It's like
No, he said he's doing a
Yeah.
mani and pedi after this, so he was
Oh.
extending
I need
to whomever
look,
wanted to
I
go.
don't need the mani, but I need the petty
you
part.
need the petty.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
don't look at it, please, Lord Jesus.
She got a chip toe.
I hit my foot on the
don't gotta
crate that sits in the
explain
middle.
it. Why you feel justified in
Because
having to
you walk
explain
around
your
with a
chip?
chip toe that's kind of, you gotta justify it. Like, I got
Why?
a black eye because he didn't hit me. What happened was,
It was the door, so you had to justify.
it's never the door, it's always his fist.
Really? Aw. Woo woo. Woo 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 woo.
So, Miss Kelly, please tell us about what it is you do, what it is you offer, how do you inspire the world?
So, I have been a life and business coach for about 5 years.
Wow.
Off and on, but you could say I've been mentoring a lot
Yes.
of people.
Yes.
Come from a social work background, so I like helping people.
Mm-hmm.
And after I got my MBA, I decided that this was a path for me, and business just excites me. Like I'm not
Wow.
a novel reader or anything like that. Like when I go to, like say for instance, if I go on a trip, and I go to the newsstand, which I try not to. I go
The Hudson?
Oh my gosh, I go to Inc. magazine, Forbes, like Success. Like I look for the business magazines, the business books. I have tons of books and stuff, and people are always like, you should give them away. No, I can't do that.
Exactly.
I have notes in my book, so I love just hearing someone's ideas, and then just the brain starts rolling, and just coming up with ideas. And the same thing in life. I've come across a lot of people who say, oh, I want to be like you, or, oh, you hang out with such, fun ladies or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, well, you're fun too. There's things about you that are great too, but sometimes people get so stuck in life and their challenges that they don't see all their greatness. And
Very
so those
true.
are the things I like to pull out, their strengths, and identify those things, and also help give them tools to overcome their adversities.
So as a mentor and a life coach, how long does it take for you to be able to pull those things out of people? Like, do you have to develop a lengthy relationship? Can you see it based off the initial interaction?
It could be a combination of both. It really just depends on how driven that person is. Sometimes it takes months and months. It could take years. I mean, think
Wow.
about a person who's in therapy. Almost the same, but a little different.
A little different, yeah.
Because a therapist is digging deep on all the challenges. A coach identifies their strengths. We look at the challenges, but you identify their strengths, and you use their strengths for them to make those changes that they need to make. And so, I've worked with people that were in an 8-month school program. And wow, just amazing to see the interaction on a daily basis or here or there, and just having conversations, seeming, you want to seem like you're invested in them.
Yes.
And when people see that you're invested in them, they get tied to you and they trust you, and then they, take your advice.
Yes.
For those that want to help themselves.
For those that want to help
Because the Bible
themselves.
says the poor will always be among you. And oftentimes that's poor mentally,
Yes.
because you can't help everybody.
Very true.
Although we may want to, and we want to pull the best and see the best out of people, unfortunately, there are those that are stuck, and they don't want to be unstuck. And even if they want it to be unstuck, they don't know how to be unstuck, or they don't have the money to be unstuck, so they just remain stuck.
Right. And that's unfortunate because, you want people to succeed. You want people to thrive. You want people to get to the next level. To me, it's so disheartening to meet someone. They're like, oh, I'm good. I don't want to make any changes. I had a friend's husband who said, I'm 50-something years old. I'm not going to change. I'm the same person. I'm good where I'm at. And meanwhile, your body is just breaking down due to various illnesses. You mentally are stuck, You have children who have mental health disorders, and you don't have the capacity really to get them to beyond their mental health disorder, because they were still functioning children, intellectual children, but to teach them new tools that would help them to overcome those challenges, couldn't do it, and then no desire to interact with other people. Like, I have friends of all nationalities, all places. I have a friend right now who's in Ghana, promoting his film. Actually, he's going to air it tomorrow. And I'm, just so excited looking at the pictures on social media or any travel group on social media. I'm like, oh, man, I wish I was there. And that always inspired me as a kid.
Yes.
Now, Dr. Business, you and I will probably remember The Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. What was that? Was that the name of the show? Great show. I remember I was in my freshman year of high school, and my friends told me, oh, why do you even watch that show? You will never get to go to those places. And I said, lies you tell. I said, because I can go to the French Riviera if I want to. I can go to Monaco if I want to. I said, but even if I never get to the financial status to go to those places, there's a Mexican Riviera, there's a Cancun, there's a St. Thomas, there's other places that are just as
Myrtle
exotic
Beach.
and beautiful.
That's a dirty
No way.
No dirty murder.
But for some people, that is their French Riviera.
It is. You are right.
Because they've never never left Charlotte in their entire life. So going to Myrtle Beach is a monumental step for them.
We thank you for
So we
being the voice
don't
of the people.
Despise humble beginnings.
You're all right. I have never met people
That's a
down
humble
here
lifestyle.
who, when you say beach, they're like, "Oh, let's go to Myrtle Beach." I'm like, "No."
It's like, that's not really the beach.
I was
It's
talking about, like,
beachish.
St. Martin.
Bahamas,
Tortola,
Bermuda,
you know?
Something.
Yeah.
Canary Islands. Best beach I've ever
really?
seen in my entire life. Snorkeling is absolutely phenomenal. You can see 100 feet down into
See, I
the
would love
ocean
that.
type of thing.
I would love that to see all those colors, all the fish.
Yes. I was
things
literally
like
going to
that.
buy a house there.
Wow.
I was like 2 seconds away.
And okay, Canary Islands. You're the only person I've ever heard mention Canary Islands, talked about it, but that's the kind of people I like to associate myself with or talk to or read about, because then that makes me think, I got to check this out. So I'll go research it. That's like years ago when I saw someone or some article on Seychelles or Madagascar or Kuala Lumpur. I didn't know anything about these places. And as I started researching, I'm like, that's on my bucket list. That's where I want to go. I want to meet the people. I watched a cooking show in Kuala Lumpur, and they were stretching tea. So they take 2 cups and they pour the tea in one, but as they pour it, they're stretching it. And what it does is it makes it
what do you mean?
thicker. It's literally like the 2 cups would be this far apart from each other because they're pouring and stretching, pouring and stretching, pouring and stretching. So you would think, how could you pour a liquid and stretch it? But it's just that the process of bringing it further, it froths it up and it makes the tea thicker. So you ever had an Indian chai tea?
Wow.
And the Indian chai tea is a little thicker?
Just get a blender.
I'm
sorry.
Right.
Oh, okay.
It's a little jokey joke.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't follow.
Serious, so okay.
But those things always inspire me, and so to see people really making moves and finding ways to travel economically is amazing, and that attracts my attention. So those are things I'm working on. Those are things I try to encourage people to do. Think out of the box. Yes, Myrtle Beach is nice, but how about go to another beach? Yeah, how
Hilton
about
Head is better.
Hilton Head. Go to the West Coast, Texas. There's beaches in Texas. I didn't know there's beaches in Alabama, or go to a nice lakefront property. That was really nice this morning. I didn't know there was going to be a lake there, and just to see the water and everything like that. It was
The
just
Lake of the
refreshing.
Ozarks in Missouri is really beautiful. If you guys ever wanted to go,
Where?
the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri.
In Missouri? Okay. Okay. There are wonderful places that we can go and we need to explore, because that's what gets us out of our own mind's eye.
Yes.
Because a lot of times we think that the world is what it is that we see.
That's
Right.
true.
It's a whole big bad world out
Yes.
there, bad in a good
Good way.
sense, that we need to go and explore different cultures, different languages, and it helps to develop a respect for other cultures,
Yes.
other languages, and things of that nature.
Absolutely.
So you smiling because your food is here or something?
I'm
And
smiling because
What?
you're speaking. I like to hear you talk.
That's whatever. She hungry. Her stomach is growling.
It's biting the back of my. What did it say?
Bite
My
back of your
stomach.
back. Your
It's
stomach
biting
is
my stomach.
your back or whatever. Yeah. She hungry. So we're gonna take a break. You're not gonna eat though, but we're gonna take a break. So we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk some more. Family, don't go anywhere.
Yes.
What you yawning for? She just mouth
He's talking to
all
the camera
open,
producer.
and she just, I don't understand. You need some, what do you call it? Boost something? What do you call them? Chicken don't give you boost of energy. It puts
What
you
are
to
talking about,
sleep.
Boost?
The stuff you,
Like 5-hour energy.
yeah, stuff like that. You need some caffeine or something. And that's why you yawning. Family, you're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media, the voice of the community.
See, we almost.
Better, exactly. You get back. We getting there. It's getting there.
Live.
Thank you. Thank you.